Academy live stream. I hope today we're gonna have some more action going on. It's Thursday. It's a beautiful day out there, but yeah, not so beautiful for everybody, every one of us. Let's hope that we get some peace in the world, man. This is the biggest thing that bothers me right now. Peace. It's terrible that we have wars in this time of human development. It's terrible. Anyway, listen, guys. Now, I just posted this video yesterday about the the major causes of failure. You know, everybody that wants to succeed in life has to learn what stop people from succeeding. And those 11 major causes of failure, there are many other causes of failure, but those are the really the top, and they really are the things that stop me from succeeding from very early age. Like self-discipline, like persistence. I listed it. It's the new video. Check it out. It's good morning, Mr. Romario. Man, how nice to see you back on the live. Rizli. Oh, let me see if I can say this name. Rizlichbek Sidikov, or Rizlikbek Sidikov. I guess something like that. It must be something like that. Yeah. Greetings, Sidikov. I think it's gotta be Mr. Sidikov. All right. Yes. Listen, it's so important to recognize the weaknesses. A lot of people don't want to sit down and make assessment of their weaknesses. A lot of people just don't like to do that, man. You don't want to confess that you have weaknesses, but actually everyone has weaknesses. And for me, for example, it's been great that I listen to the people that I introduce now to you during the live streams, because that what helps me, do account of myself. And I still have a lot of weaknesses. I'm trying to improve every single day. Lately, this morning routine's been absolutely hammer. I learned this from Marie Forleo. I learned this from many people. All right, but you never actually realize. At least I didn't realize how terrible it is to not have a morning routine. And I was listening to her training the other day, and like a week ago, and I was like, man, I'm missing something here. Let me try do it. So now, no matter what it is, I wake up early in the morning, as early as I could. Actually, the moment I feel that I am able to wake up, I push myself to wake up. If it's 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, whatever time is it, the moment I feel my body is ready to wake up, I push myself to wake up. I fix my bed, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, and then I do intensive workout in the morning. I always thought that I am not a morning person. It's impossible for me to push myself and do the fitness in the morning. Right now, it feels absolutely unbelievable, and I do not. And I don't check no phone, no computer, no emails, no messages, nothing until 12 o'clock the day. The only time I check take the phone is because I had to do the live stream 11 o'clock, but I'm not checking no social media, I'm not checking no emails and now messages, and I don't do nothing but I work on my primary project. And this has been absolutely tremendous. It's absolutely amazing. you don't do nothing but the most important thing of the day, and you set up your plan from the day before I go to bed. I say, tomorrow the most important thing is to work on this video, or to work on this tutorial, or to work on the course, or to write the book, whatever this is. But you got a major project going on and you want to work on it. Everything else, like emails, like messages, like data and analytics and all those kind of things, I leave it for later in the day. But when you have your juices, when you're feeling fresh, when you have the most energy, you do the hardest and the most important thing, because that's how you put your best effort into it, and hopefully it turns into a best product. But it's been tremendous change for me, very helpful, and I just want you guys to realize, um, in all it all happened because I listened to those people, the people that I introduced to you through the live streams, and I will just keep introducing those people to you, because I believe you guys should do the same thing. You should listen to those people, and you should be yeah, improving yourself. So Mr. Siddiqui say, you can call me Beggy. So right, Beggy. All right, man. So I did it right. Nice. Try to remember Beggy. All right. Shirish Gaming. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Shirish. What's going on? I want to learn waiter course. What I can do. I want to learn waiter course. What I can do. So now, Shirish, there is one option for the waiters on the Waitress Academy right now. Actually, there are many options, but one is, if you want to go to the course, if you want to go through the training, take all the tests, get the final exam, get the certificate, you have to sign up for the Waitress Academy monthly program. So you gotta pay $10. You pay $10. You go to the training. I want you to finish all the trainings in the next 30 days. You have 5 courses: busser training course, waiter training course, wine course for waiters, coffee and tea training, and what is the other one? Beverage and beverage service. You finish all 5 courses in the next 30 days, you get your money back. So everything is for free. You don't get charged nothing. All right, you have to pay for the course, $10. But once you finish all the trainings in the next 30 days, you get your money back. All right. 2 people have done already that, so it's doable. But once you finish this, we're going to set up final exam dates for the waiter training course and for the wine course. You're going to go to the final exams, and we're going to do your certificates. This is the way to do it. Now, if you don't want to pay the $10, if you cannot pay it, of course, I mean, I understand $10 is nothing in for me, but $10 is a lot of money for some people. What you can do is, you can go to the Waitress Academy, click on the blog, and I have free tutorials about absolutely everything you need to learn as a waiter. You need to learn the steps of service, you have a tutorial. You need to learn how to greet your guest, you have a tutorial, free tutorial. You need to learn how to be a top seller, how to be the best selling waiter on the floor, you got a tutorial. You want to learn how to handle guest complaints or rude guests, you have tutorials for this too. Everything is free. All right, so the courses are for people who really want to learn the whole complex of things, want to take the test, and want to get a certificate. All right, and like I said, you can do this for free as long as you finish all 5 courses. It's doable, you just need to push. So that's what I can offer you, Mr. Shirish, and I hope that you take advantage of it, because like I said, even if you don't go and sign up for the courses, you can go to the blog post and you can learn absolutely everything that I train you through on the courses. Absolutely everything, absolutely the same thing, free on the blog post. Like I said, you don't get through the test and you don't get the certificate. So Beggy, yes sir, he says. All right, he has many videos here I always watch. Yes, the videos are one thing. You can also do it through the Waitress Academy YouTube channel, but it's always good also to go through the learning experience by reading, watching the videos, reading, and then practicing. This is how you learn to new skills and new knowledge. Guten Morgen, Gara Wrestling. Wie geht's dir, Mann? Alles gut? Shamsu Hake. I'm not sure about the Hake or Hakwe, but Shamsu, I guess I pronounce that properly. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Shamsu. What's going on, man? Where are you from? Gara Wrestling. Congratulations for 5 million views. Thank you, man. That's nice, huh? I will never forget. I will never forget. When I first started the channel, the first few months, there was not one single view on those videos. And I was the only one that watching, I was trying to cheat the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, and I got all the computers that I have and all the phones running my videos non-stop, just running my videos non-stop. And my wife was like laughing at me, ha ha ha, you're the only one watching those videos, man. What you doing? This is funny, blah blah blah. And I was like, listen, I'm doing whatever I had to do to get track, because the YouTube algorithm doesn't catch your videos, even if they are great. The algorithm doesn't catch your videos if there is no action. I was not only watching my videos, I was also commenting and I was liking them, and it was like crazy, man. Just like some crazy, insane person. But this is how you succeed, man. You gotta be crazy about what you do. You gotta be really focused and really, really just like burning desire to succeed. That was it. And now he got 5 million views. It's nothing. It's not like, wow, I got billions of views. But from 0 to 5 million views, I would take that. I like it. It's beautiful. And not just that, but the thousands of comments on the video, man. This is amazing. So thank you, brother. Appreciate that. The dive 25. Hardest part for most beginning servers is bar stuff. Knowing what to ask for a martini or an old fashioned. Yeah, and that's why I got the beverage course on the Waitress Academy, because you don't want to go to the waiter I have this. Believe it or not, I have a waiter going to the guest, and the guest says, "Do you have a screwdriver?" And the waiter says yes, and he goes, finds a technique, asks for a screwdriver, and bring the screwdriver to the guest. Believe it or not, it was the funniest moment in my life. The guy brought a screwdriver, So it's very important to know at least the basics. What is a Scotch? What is the Irish whiskey? What is bourbon? In like the basic cocktails, what are the ingredients of those cocktails? Very. My wife is a barkeeper, so she's a 5-star barkeeper. She's doing an amazing job in a top resort, the best ski resort in Austria. So she comes home and she was like, we have a new waitress, and she did this and she did that and she did that, and it's like they change the waitresses and waiters on the bar all the time. And she's telling me some amazing freaking stories about people doing some really stupid things because they have no idea what it is. I have no idea. Yeah, but I mean, listen, everything is hard in our job, because most of the time the restaurants they hire you, or the bar they hire you, and they sitting on the floor without no training, without no learning, without no explanation, without nothing, man. And it's like, oh, we expect you to do this perfectly. Come on, man. That doesn't work like that. I'm trying to change that. I'm really trying to change that. That's why I want the Waitress Academy to really, you know, help every single waiter in the freaking world. Just little bit, improve your skills, improve your knowledge. That's gonna help you tremendously in your job. Well, I actually want all the Waiters Academy fans to become the top 10 waiters in the world, not just little bit improving your skills. I want you guys to be the top 10 in your branch. I want every one of the Waiters Academy, the people that come to the Waiters Academy, not just the waiter training, but here on the YouTube channel, I want you guys to learn and really strive to become the top 10 waiter in the world. Because so many waiters, just the other day, somebody wrote a comment on one of the videos that she was a girl. She was making absolutely amazing money, and she was the best waitress in the restaurant because all other waiters basically hated the job, didn't want to learn, didn't want to improve. And she was like, since I watched these videos, in just few months I became like the top waitress in this thing, man. And it's so much fun because I am right now really making a lot of money and I'm enjoying myself, and I see my colleagues, everybody just hating their guts, they hate to be there, and nobody wants to learn, nobody wants to improve, nobody cares about the restaurant, the business, the guests. All they want to know is when is the time to go home, and this is a terrible way to live life. So yeah, it is what it is, man. It's up to us, it's up to the people. So Beggy says, what do you think to work in Arabic countries? So many people work in Arabic countries, man. It's amazing. Listen, guys, nowhere you go to work is easy. I have people here. They come from Arab countries, or they come from Asia. They found some ways to come and work here, and they say, well, when I was coming here, I was thinking this is gonna be amazing, blah blah blah, and now it's just like I want to go back to, because for example, one of the guys came from Dubai, and he was a sous chef in Dubai, and he came here as a cook, and now he became a sous chef also. But he tells me being a sous chef in Dubai is way way better, and took him like 2 years to become a sous chef. But right now he's working like crazy, 7 days a week, 14, 15, 16 hours a day. He has no time for his family, his kid. He has time for nothing, and the pay is not, I don't think it's more, I think it's not more than what he was making in Dubai. Anyway, you gotta understand, guys, if you have a chance to go and work in the Middle East, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, go for it. It's great experience. You will learn new things. You're gonna make more money. You will improve your skills, your knowledge, and then of course, making a career there, it's gonna be amazing, because they give a chance to make a career. If you have that knowledge, if you have the skills, if you're really top of the world, they will give you a chance to build a career, become a supervisor, become a manager. And being a manager in Dubai is like 10 times better than being a manager in Austria. All right? A restaurant manager in Dubai is 10 times better than restaurant manager in Austria. Trust me, 100% on that. Yeah, Gabby, as a waiter, of course, I understand, man. But like I said, absolutely worth it. Lynette Geeks, guten Tag, du bist mein Lieblingslehrer. Dankeschön, Lynette. Wo bist du? Bist du in Deutschland oder Österreich or Schweiz? I don't know. Yeah, Lynette just said that good morning, or a good day. They don't have good morning. Actually, they have the morning, what I'm talking about. Lena just said that I'm her most favorite teacher. And that makes me happy. That makes me feels really good. Man, my coffee is finished. I gotta go make me a coffee. But that's beautiful. Thank you, Lynette. I not many people, not many German speaking people are watching the YouTube channel or going to the Waitress Academy. But we have some Swiss students and some German students, very few Österreich, and I live in Österreich. But I'm not doing anything in German, and I guess that's what stops people. Yeah, I had my plan was to make the Waitress Academy in Italian, in Spanish, in German, and all those different languages. Maybe I should go back to that. Maybe I should go back to that. But thank you, Lynette. Appreciate that. Nala G, man, what's up? 4 million views are from you. Ha, ha, ha. 4 million views are for you. I don't understand that. The views are now 5 million, my friend. You learn their ridiculous training methods at a chain restaurant and work with a bunch of morons. Then hopefully you find a job at a cool independent restaurant and can be yourself. Yes, you gotta start somewhere, man. You gotta start somewhere. Listen, guys. When I made the move from Europe to United States, my English was bad, and the English in the United States is a completely different English that we speak in Europe. But anyway, no matter what English, my English was bad. So when I moved to United States and I went to the first restaurant and I was like, hey, I want to be a waiter, and the manager, and he was the owner actually working as a manager, he was like, dude, I can't give you a job as a waiter because you don't understand none of it. I didn't understand none of those. I mean, they were speaking, that was in South Florida, they were speaking some English, like, I don't understand nothing. So he was like, I give you a job as a busboy and host. So you're gonna take the guests from the door, bring them to the table, and you're gonna help the waiters clean the tables, reset the tables. If you want that, I will give you that. And he was paying me $4 an hour. And I was like, I'll take that. I don't care. I mean, I wasn't making nothing. I wasn't making no money, but I had to start from somewhere. And I spent like 6 months working as a busboy, man. Not because of anything else, but because I had to learn the American cuisine and I had to learn the language. I had to start understanding those people so I can work as a waiter. And then he gave me a job as a waiter. I was the worst waiter in the world. I was making so many mistakes, but those people, they stuck with me for a while. And then when I learned the business and I learned to be a better waiter, I just found a better job. And you just learn, push, grow. 1 year. It took me 1 year. So I started in this restaurant as a busboy, and it took me 1 year to land a job. Less than 1 year. No, I changed first I went to voluntary course in 8 months, and so 1 year. It took me 1 year to start working in the top restaurant in my whole region. It was a 5-star fine dining restaurant owned by Coca-Cola, with a general manager from Ritz-Carlton, serving the Bush and the Kennedy family, all those royalties from Florida, rich people. It was like, wow, dream come true. And I was making so much money, man. I'm talking about 20 years ago. I was making $5,000 a month net income in Florida, where everything was so cheap. The gas prices at this time was 98 cents per gallon. So that's 98 cents for 4 liters of gasoline. That was amazing time. So the Dive 25. Now we have YouTube. You can learn a million things, especially about drinks and wine now. YouTube is amazing, guys. I gotta tell you, it's better than any college, it's better than any school. I have learned so much from YouTube that you cannot learn in any college in 5 years. It's absolutely amazing because what you do is you know exactly what you need to learn, and you type it, and it comes as some guy that spent his whole freaking life on this subject, and he gives you everything for free. It's freaking unbelievable. And you just learn it. And then you know what exactly you need to learn next. And you go and you Google it or you YouTube it and you find it and you learn it and you learn it and you learn it. It's all about desire to learn. Do you want to learn? Do you want to improve yourself and of course your life? Learn. The diaper, that's the worst environment. Good for her. You can make serious bank. Absolutely. Listen, guys, I every job I got, every job I have, when you are the newest waiter in a restaurant, you start from nothing. Nobody cares about your previous experience. You start from the worst shift, from the worst station, and you have to prove yourself, to build yourself, to become the head waiter, working in the best station, best shifts, the best guests, and making the best money. But every job I had, it took me between 3 and 6 months to prove myself and get the head waiter job and start closing the restaurants and start making top money. Every job I had, I have managed to do that. And this is what helps me make money. Other people say, well, why not gets the best station? Why not gets the best shift? The manager says, yeah, because he's doing the best job. On the secret shopper reports, he never had under 100 scores. I had 6 secret shopper resort reports when I was working for the Grand Lux at the Venetian in Las Vegas. Every one of them was 103, 105, 107. Never had under 100. I'm not sure what the exact numbers were, but never had under 100. Never had under 100. So that's how it is. Jivan Gurung. Jivan or Jivan Gurung. What's going on, Mr. Gurung? Hi, sir. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing actually very well, man. I'm telling you guys, since I changed this morning routine and start doing this thing, it's like game changer for me. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. My family is doing well. Cannot ask for anything else in the world, man. Cannot ask for anything else. Thank you for asking, Mr. Gurung. I watch your videos. Through it, help me lots. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's why I make those videos, guys. And listen, now lately I'm not making F&B videos because I think I did videos on anything that you need to know about F&B. Lately I'm making videos about leaderships, about paying attention to your money, about improving your mental state or your health state. And I believe this is part of the game. You gotta be able to take care of your money and have a shape, working out, keep your mind in shape. And I introduce you to those people that I have learned a lot from, so you can learn a lot in the next 1, 2, 3 years. You can improve, and you find your niche where you can start teaching other people and you can get this amazing outpour of love and appreciation that I'm getting now from the YouTube channel, from every one of you. It's been amazing. Like fills me up with energy and positiveness, and it just helps me keep running, man, through the days, because I go through hard days too. I mean, I go through really hard times once in a while. Everybody goes. Everybody. Life is not only up. Life is up and down, up and down. Sometimes you go crashing to the ground and you need something to hold on to that will bring you back up. So make sure you develop all those skills and all those mental toughness that I'm talking about lately. The dive sold 2,300 2 nights in a row last weekend. That's pretty good, man. here in Oregon City. Wow, nice. So you are in the West Coast in the States. Did 1,700 tonight on a Wednesday. Listen, most people don't know what that means, but if you sell $2,300 in United States, that means, and I assume you're doing a good job, you're making 20% tip. That's $460 in tip. I bet you have to share that with your help, but you still go home with, let's say, $300, man, $250, $300. You go home with cash in your pocket, $250 or $300. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. All right. This is very, very good money. And with this kind of income, you can create a beautiful life for yourself, especially in the United States, because you have all those opportunities and you have the peace and it's amazing. For me, United States was a great experience, amazing country. I love the States. I hope I go back one day to show my kid my playground in Las Vegas and Miami, and take my wife on a beautiful trip around America, because this is amazing. So good for you, brother. Really, this is good. This is good money, man. 1,700 also on the Wednesday night. I take this any day. And this is good money. I don't know if you're working in a fine dining or casual dining, but to make this kind of revenue, that's this kind of sales, that's good money for you. Mr. Guru, thank you very much. You're very welcome, my friend. Best of luck. Keep learning. Never stop learning. The diet, damn, that's awesome. I'm listening to a lot of wine podcasts as well. Yeah, listen, bro. You want to make this 2,300 to 3,500? Wine. Sell wine. All right. Especially if you work in a fine dining restaurant, if you work in a steakhouse restaurant, learn how to sell better wines, because this is what's going to bring your revenue and, of course, your tip up. Learn about wine. That's very, very important now, because you're already working in a nice place. You're already making good money. Now learn how to sell top wine. Go to my tutorial, please. Go to my tutorial. I'm talking about how to sell wines. Go to this upselling tutorial on the Waitress Academy. I'm talking about how to sell wines, especially wines. Learn that, because this is what's going to help you, and especially in Oregon, because you have wine producers over there. You have a local wines. You really push that, but you need to learn the tricks, and I teach you the tricks. You go there, you learn, you watch the videos about selling, upselling, read the tutorials, especially about the part of the wine. That's going to be a lot of help for you. I give my top waiter a better station than me. He always has top sales, but we do have to run all his food and drinks. Haha. But that's why the life of a top waiter is good, man. Not only that, the top waiter. See, when I was closing the restaurant, I was a head waiter at Lombardi's in Las Vegas. It was a beautiful Italian restaurant, and we were making a lot of money. So I started late, and I had to fight from lunch shift to dinner shift, and to head waiter shift and head waiter station. So I go to work every night at 6 o'clock. I go to work at 6 o'clock. The restaurant closes at 10. So I have 4 hours. I go at 6 o'clock and I take the best station, which is on the terrace in Las Vegas. It was the Hollywood Planet Hollywood Casino on the strip. And I start working. And about 8 o'clock or 8:30, the restaurant manager starts sending those people, the early people, home. All right. And so I take the station, 2 stations outside on the terrace, and another head waiter takes the 2 stations inside the restaurant. But suddenly at 8:30 or 8:45, we have a rush of people, because the restaurant's not closed yet. At 9 o'clock, we have a rush of people, and we start really running. And now what's happening? We don't have no more help. The managers, they got to run our food. They got to run our drinks. Everybody helps you. Even the freaking hostesses, they start helping you. Everybody's running and they help you. And I'm making sales. Sometimes I make $4,000 sales. $4,000. That's $800 tip. And sometimes I make more than 20% because we were doing a great job. And $800. And now what I do, you know, I don't have help no more. My bus boys already go home. My backup waiter already go home. And I'm not gonna tip the managers. I don't care. They get their salary and they get their bonus at the end of the year. So comes my manager and say, "Hey bro, I run so much for you today. You made a bunch of money, and I go home without nothing." I was like, "Yeah, that's how it is, man. You gotta stay a waiter. You wanted to become a manager, now you do a manager's job. Be a head waiter, brother. If you want to make tip, be a waiter." And that's how it is. That's how I was making so much money on the back of the managers. Yeah, that's how it is, man. But I give money to the barkeeper. I give him better tip. I give a lot much more money to the hostess because she was doing more for me. Just the managers don't get money from me. That's how it is. Uh, the dive. It's not just about money. Yes, I work with about 350. Listen, it's not about money. I always say life is not about money, but you want to make money if you work hard. You go to work to make money. All right. So you go to work. If you working hard, you have to insist that you're making money because money enhances life. But life is not about money. Life is is completely different story. Life is about happiness. That's what life is. You gotta strive to be happy and not to be rich, not to make money, not to be driving this or wearing jewelry or whatever. I don't wear jewelry. You're not gonna see me wearing no watches, no diamonds, no rings, no nothing. My wedding ring usually hangs here on my neck, but I don't even know where it is. But life is about how happy you are. All right. But money helps you, enhances life, makes you life better, makes your life easier. So if you work, you gotta make sure you make money. And making $16 an hour. That's the base salary, $16 an hour. That's not bad, man. This is I think my last when I was working at the Venetian banquets, they were paying me $11 an hour, and that was a lot because if you work in just a normal restaurant, the salary at that time was, and I'm talking about 2004. I started working at the Venetian. I think, yeah, 2004. The salary was like 650 or 550 or 650, 550, something like that. And when you start working for the big casinos, they give you a better salary, and then you make automatic 18% tip. So this was so much money, man. It was freaking unbelievable. But that's good money, brother. That's much good. $16 an hour, and then you make the tip, and it's a tax free. So I take this. Listen, I always say, people tell me, hey, my father was telling me, why can't you just go and get a job in a bank, man? You have education, you have everything. That I was like, Dad, I don't want to work in a bank, man. Are you crazy? I don't want to wake up 7 o'clock in the morning, go to 8 o'clock to work, spend 9 hours on the freaking computer, you know, and then just go get drunk because it's too much stress. I don't want to do that. I want to sleep. I want to wake up when I want to wake up. I want to go to the fitness during the day. I want to go to the swimming pool. I want to drink my coffee, and I want to go to work at 6 o'clock in the evening and make more money than a freaking banker in less time. And then just, you want to go party? Let's go party, man, because in the morning I don't need to wake up anymore. And I'm telling you, I always believe the waiter's job is freaking amazing, and especially right now. You got the leverage right now because the restaurants are suffering to find waiters, especially waiters with education, with knowledge, with skills. It's a mess. It's a mess. I drive a broken down Honda Civic 2005, not spending. Don't spend, man. Invest your money in the stock market, but make sure you're investing. You're not gambling. You're not buying CFDs or options or whatever. You just invest in stock and let them sit there. In 5 years, you're a freaking millionaire. I've been doing blind testings with my staff with all our glass pours. They love it. Really learn a lot. Listen, so I understand you are a manager now, a supervisor in the restaurant. This is just absolutely amazing. You have to you have to teach those people. They have to get better and better and better every single day so they can sell. The more they know, the better skill they have, the better performance and the better sales they do, and that makes more money for the restaurant. So testing, I what I do every single day in the restaurant, not now, but when I was working, I collect all the bottles of wine. If your guest doesn't finish a bottle of wine, I take it, I put it in the corner. When we are finished with the guest, when we're finished cleaning the restaurant, everybody's done their side work and so on. So I call all the staff and I pour a glass, a sip of wine for everybody, and we start talking about the bottle of wine that we are testing right now. But this was every single night, because every single night we have a bottle left. Guests don't finish the bottle, they give it to me. Of course, I'm not throwing it away. I make at wine testing. So my staff was learning every single day one or two new wines because they are testing it and we are discussing them and we are explaining what's going on and blah, 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 blah. And little by little, everybody improved their knowledge, and then, of course, everybody improved their skills. At the beginning was anybody wants a guest one wine recommendation. Hey, Ned, can you come? This guest asked for a recommendation. And slowly, there was no more, hey, Ned, can you come? No, they were able to suggest wine to the guests, and we were selling better wines. And the guests, of course, are more satisfied because they get more for their bucks. And it's important. So you're doing a great job. This is really a perfect example. And not to mention that the people love it. After you've done a great job, you collect the stuff around yourself and tell them, hey guys, great job today. Thank you so much. Appreciate your effort. Let's test this now because so and so, and we're going to discuss and blah, blah, blah. And people love it. And you create this team environment that everybody gets close, a little bit closer to each other. You're not going to make friends from everybody. There's always something going on, but at least you teach them how to respect each other, how to help each other, because if you work as a team, if you work with helping each other, that makes life to everyone in the restaurant much easier. So great job, brother. Hey, Edgars, what about paying taxes, Ned? In this job, it is difficult to declare your earnings. Man, nobody declares earnings as a waiter. When I was in Vegas, and we were making about $200, $250, $300 a day, tip. And the restaurant did not allow me to declare those money, because when you are punching in and out, you declare how much tip you made for the day, which your Rechnung, which your sales. And once I made $300, and the next day manager came to me and was like, hey, you don't do that, okay? Because you're gonna screw everybody up. You punch 40, 50 bucks, that's all you punch. If you don't want to punch nothing, don't punch nothing, I don't care, but do not punch $300 because the IRS will say, what's going on, man? This guy makes 300 every day, and these people, don't punch nothing or punch 40 or 50, but what is it? You want to declare something because you never know what's going to happen with your life. Everything is possible. You want to buy a house, and then the bank will base your income not on your tip. They're gonna base on your paycheck, and your paycheck as a waiter is very low. All right, but when you declare every day 50 bucks or 40 bucks, 30 bucks, I don't know what is the situation right now in America, because I left the United States a long time ago. but you want to declare something. Yes, you're going to pay more taxes, but then when the situation develops that you need to show your income for a credit card or for a bank house or buying a car or whatever, or you get sick and you go, for a long time staying home on sick leave, they based your sick leave pay on your income, so you get better money. So that's how it is. But most waiters don't declare nothing here in Europe. The waiters don't declare no tip, but at least here you get really good salaries, so you don't need to declare extra money for the tip. All right. Some governments wants to tax even your earned tips. Yeah, listen, all the governments want to tax the poor people everything, man. I mean, they don't tax the multi-billionaires because when you're running a company, you can escape taxes altogether. Like, Donald J. Trump has been doing for centuries. But they want to tax your tip, of course. How they gonna know how much is your tip? They don't know, and nobody can tell you, yeah, you made today 20%. No, I didn't. I have two Japanese tables that didn't leave me nothing, so I made 7%. Like they cannot honestly do that. Okay, if all your tip is on a credit card, then they can check that. But most of the time, the tip is not always on a credit card. You always have cash and so on. So, listen, just follow the policy of the restaurant. Just follow the policy of the restaurant and decide for yourself what is the best income that you want to be taxed, and then everything else is just put in your pocket and don't worry about it. But listen, I will worry about taxes the last the last thing I'm going to worry is about taxes. I want to make money, and then if I have to pay taxes, no worries. I have made the money. I will pay the taxes. All right. But as I said, most of the waiters don't declare nothing and don't pay taxes on the tip. So the guy says, I love it. No jewelry here. I love you, bro. Hey, love you too, brother. Best of luck. Best of luck. You're living in a beautiful place. Oregon is amazing place to be, and go hiking in the Yellowstone one day, man. Just go. It's so close to you. Just take some pictures, send it to me. I want to go. I want to see back the Yellowstone. Pavan Nerella, hey go, Mr. Pavan Nerella, nice to see you, my friend. One of the Waitress Academy graduates. How you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. When I left Detroit in 2009, I was making 2.62 an hour. Yeah, when I was working yeah, that's low, man. 262. In Florida, they were paying us as a waiters 230. 230. That was the salary for the waiters. 230. Yes, I never wake up to an alarm clock ever. And that's the beauty of life. So many years now, I never wake up to alarm clock. So many years. I never wake up to alarm clock. And this gives me such a pleasure, man. This is like one of the best thing in your life, because reduces the stress in the morning. I wake up when I wake up, and I push myself to wake up because I want to wake up now early, but it's because of me, not because of some freaking alarm and I gotta go somewhere, do whatever. So this is really amazing. Mr. Nerella, I'm looking for a job in Europe and I have two options. Which is best, Croatia or Germany? Now, listen. I'll tell this. If you have the option to come and work in Germany, I would choose Germany because Croatia is still not in the European Union, not in Schengen. So if you go to Croatia, you're not going to be able to move to Austria, to Germany, to Switzerland, to anywhere. But if you come to Germany, you can move anywhere you want in Europe after that. And you can come to me and I'll get you a job here in Austria. You're going to start making better money than in Germany and so on and so on. So if you have an option to go to Germany, go to Germany. I don't know how did you get to this option. I just make sure that you are not scammed, because those options are very tricky. A lot of people will promise you anything as long as you send them $200 or $2,000 and then nothing's happened. Make sure you don't send money to nobody for nothing. I'm not sure if that's legit. This option is legit, Germany. So be careful, please, Mr. Pavan Narela. Be careful with this because there's so much scam, guys. People know, those scammers, they know that you will pay anything to get to Europe, United States, and they will promise you anything. And then just gonna take your money and disappear. So make sure you don't do nothing like that. The dive, yes, the more they test, the more they can recommend. Absolutely. And you want that. You want your guests to feel, to know, to see that your waiters know their craft. You want waiters to be confident with authority. Guests really want to see that. They want, because I in my videos I always say that the guests in the restaurant are the sitting ducks. They are sitting there on one station. They have a waiter that they have no idea if he's good or bad, and this waiter can make or break their evening. They don't want a waiter to break their evening. They want the waiter to make their evening. And when they see somebody with confidence, with knowledge, with experience, with skills, they love it because they know they are in good hands. You have to understand that. People, guests in the restaurant, they act like they are the boss, they're this, but inside them, they know that this guy or this girl that has to serve them tonight, I'm with my girlfriend, for example, or with my family there, and I want to celebrate, and you got a terrible waiter, and he destroys your evening, and just like breaks your nerves and stuff because he's terrible, at everything. You don't want that. So people actually are scared and they want to see a professional waiter with skills, knowledge, confidence. So trust me, this helps a lot. And then once they see that, that's why I make more than 20% tip, because I'm always 100% confident that I can handle any situation. And the guests appreciate that. And when it comes time to tip, they tip. The dive, 99% of the tips now are on credit. We keep cash tips on the down low, which are rare now. Wow, okay. Well, yeah, a lot of people nowadays are just using only credit cards. I always hear they make a salary in European restaurants. Yes. How is that possible? Most shifts are only 4 or 5 hours. No. In Europe, nobody works 4 or 5 hours. Trust me, brother. This is not the United States. In Europe, everybody has to work at least 9 hours, and most of the time 10, 11. You work in Europe until the job is done, and they keep a low staff because they have to pay salary. It's not like United States. The salary here for a waiter is 2,800 euro a month. 2,800 euro a month. All right, so they hire less waiters because every additional waiter is another $2,800 extra. Do you understand what I mean? And then, of course, they have extra expenses as accommodations, as food and clothing and this, because everything is free for the waiters if you work in a big ski resort or whatever. And now they keep the staff. They understaff, low number of people do the same job, but that happens only because you're working long hours. So I prefer United States if I'm a waiter, 100%. United States, because in United States you find a job like my previous job. I go to work at 6, the restaurant closes at 10. By 11:30 we are finished with everything, side works, cleaning, blah 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 blah. You work 5.5 hours. I got $400-500 in my pocket, and I go party or whatever you want to do. I was partying in Las Vegas. I wasn't doing much anything else. But that's a beautiful life. Not and you work 5 days a week. In the United States, nobody works 6 and 7 days a week. Here, my wife works 6 days a week. During the Christmas and New Year, around that time, my work 7 days a week, and my work 12, 13 hours every single day. And it's terrible. You basically work so much that you don't have time to enjoy life. And I hate that about Europe. I hate that. And that's why, for example, if I'm going to have to work in Europe, I'm going to work in Switzerland. If I really have to work now and make money, I pack my old stuff, I take my kid and my wife, and I go back to Switzerland. I'm not going to work in Austria. I'm not going to work in Germany. I'm not going to work in Croatia or anywhere else. If I have to work, I'm going to work in Switzerland, because I know I get paid. I know I have 5 days a week. I know I have 8 hours a day. All those good stuff that you don't get in Europe. With the rents in Paris and London. Listen, man, don't worry about Paris and London. The prices over there also, they're killing there. So the same like New York. I mean, LA, New York, the same thing. It's no difference. No difference. The only thing is that in Europe, you don't make the tip that waiters are making in America. You don't make 20% tip. In Europe, if you make 7% on your sales, it's good tip today. 7%, not more than that. Well, you might have days more than that, of course, but 7% is average. Pavan Narela, I'm getting this job from agency and they are genuine. Through them, I am now working in Kuwait. Very good, man. It's beautiful then. Go for it. Go for it. Get back in touch with me once you get the visa and you are landing in Germany. Get back in touch with me. Omol Lolu Gabriel. Hello, Gabriel. What's going on? How can one keep that confidence level despite being new in the job? All right, you cannot keep your confidence level because you don't have confidence right now if you're new in the job. So you got to build your confidence. And I'm talking about building your confidence. Go to the channel and watch how to build your confidence. And you build your confidence by learning, gaining knowledge, learning new skills, and gaining experience. So those three things, knowledge, skills, experience, will give you the confidence. And now the faster you gain them, the faster you're gonna have the confidence to go to a table without no fear, without no stress, and just do your job flawlessly. I'm using German words once in a while. But that's how you gain the confidence. So it's normal to be stressed. It's normal to be afraid and worry when you are young, when you are inexperienced and you are on the floor. It's absolutely normal. Just accept that. But you tell yourself, you know what, man? I don't want to be like that for much longer than 3 months or 6 months. In 3 months, I'm going to know everything about the menu. I know everything about the wine list. I'm going to know everything about the drink menu, cocktails and everything like that. And then I'm going to know all about the service procedures. And once you know that, you have enough confidence now to face your guests and answer all the questions and take the orders and do your job, with just relaxed attitude, not stress and not worrying. The die says, yes, some nights we are done by 9 p.m. and open at 4 p.m. Yeah, I mean this is normal in United States, but this is United States. This is not like that like it's work in Europe. In Europe, most of the waiters, for example, if you work in a hotel, if you're a hotel waiter, most of the hotels want you to come to work breakfast, then go home, take 3 4 hours rest, and come back and work dinners and close the restaurant and then go to work breakfast again on the next day, which is the worst scenario for every person because you don't have personal life. You just work and sleep and work and sleep and work and sleep. And this is terrible. And that's why people get to use drugs and get alcoholics and just destroy their life completely because it's a lot of stress. And I don't recommend that, you know. And I always say, I'm trying to tell the hotels that this is not the way you treat your people because that's why people quit all the time. I mean, you put them in this schedule for 6 months, everybody will quit. And they quit, of course, but they think, oh, we find new waiters, we find new waiters, we find new waiters. Yes, but you don't find no more waiters right now. Right now, nobody finds waiters because people just quit the business, especially after coronavirus. So many people find different jobs in different industry and they're not coming back to being waiters. Pavan Narela, sure, Net, I will be in touch with you. All right, man. Congratulations. I mean, you haven't done it yet, but I hope that you do it, and that's going to be amazing for you because it's going to give you a tremendous opportunity, and I'm pretty sure you're going to use them, my friend. The dive, nothing but a revolving door, and then COVID comes. Yeah, man. Karabo, Mafutse, Karabo Mafutse. Nice to see you, my friend. I don't think I ever seen you on the channel. How do you ask for tips? Yeah, listen, we don't ask for tips, man. I cannot give you advice that you should ask for tips. You just do the best service you could possibly do. During the service, you build this personal relationship with your guests using small talks, using professional, experience for them. You're professional, and then of course they will decide if they want to tip you. You cannot ask for tip. We as professional waiters don't go and say, hey, can you tip me, or would you like to tip me, or this does not exist at all. All right. First of all, the restaurant probably will fire you the moment they see that you are asking for tip. They will fire you because this is harassment for to the guest. A guest that a waiter asks for tip, the guest will never ever come to this restaurant again. I promise you that, because they will feel embarrassed and they will feel harassed, and that's why the restaurant, the moment they find out, they will fire you. And it's just generally not accepted that the waiter asks for tip. We do our best job and we let the guests appreciate our job and tip us at the end. The dive, they think they can just keep hiring and then nobody's coming through the door. Hostess, cooks, dishwashers, absolutely, bro. Nobody's coming. I mean, it's crazy how many restaurants, hotels, managers, blah 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 call me. Hey, do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have that? Nah, I'm not having, man. Hey, people just have to understand. You have to treat your staff correctly, with dignity, with respect. You have to give them the time so they can enjoy life. You have to pay them enough so they can have money to cover their expenses, and then you're not gonna have this problem. And you think you can treat your staff like slaves, and then oh, I need a waiter, I need this, I need that. I cannot use the language I want to use right now on YouTube channel to tell them to go see, you know what. Edris Kiriova, I am a Ugandan. All right, greetings to Uganda. But my first interview on waitering stuff, but I failed. Yet I spent a whole day watching your videos on Waitress Academy. Now I don't have a job. All right, so now it's one thing to watch the videos and another thing to learn. If you get a job interview, you make sure you go to the waitressacademy.com, to the blog post, and I have a tutorial how to prepare for a job interview. And if you prepare for a job interview the way I teach you, step-by-step tutorial, you're gonna get the job. All right? I'm sorry you got cut, but do not lay down, do not cry. Keep sending those applications. People are searching for waiters. You're gonna get a job interview. Make sure you prepare properly for this job interview. All right, because this is what people don't understand. You guys have to learn how to present yourself the best way possible, because once you go to the job interview, you're competing with other people. All right, they have open one position, and there's, like said, used to be 20 waiters. Now it's like 2 waiters or 3 waiters are showing up. So you're competing against those 2, 3 other people, and you have to be prepared, and you have to be better than them. You have to learn how to present yourself better than the other people so you can get the job. So that's why I created this tutorial, how to prepare for a job interview as a waiter. You learn, you prepare, and I guarantee you, you're gonna get the job the next time. So right now, quit watching the videos, quit watching the live stream, sit down and start sending applications. Today you send 20 applications, tomorrow 20 applications, the next day 20 applications, and by the end of this week, you're gonna have 3 interviews already for you. I guarantee you. Karabamofutse, thank you. So how do you start small talk with the guest? I have video about small talk, my friend. Check it out. Small talk is the most important thing about making tip. All right. Aside from being a good waiter, all right, you gotta be a good waiter. Now you cannot be a sloppy waiter and just small talk with the people and expect that they tip you. No, you gotta be a good waiter. But then the next thing that makes you earn more tip is the small talk. So I have a video explaining how to do it and how not to do it, so you can really increase your earnings. So go watch it. It's how to smoke talk, how to small talk with waiters. It's on the YouTube channel, or you go to the blog post. Go to the Waitress Academy and you'll find tutorial for absolutely everything on the blog post. The dive. I always ask a table if they left a bad or no tip. I am so sorry. Was everything okay? I try and engage them, but I in no way question the tip. Absolutely, absolutely. No. Listen. Now, you're a manager. You have to talk to every table during the service, and then of course just before they leave, you gotta stop by, ask for their experience, wish them well, invite them back. All those things. Those are so important for a manager. So many, managers, they don't want to. They're so scared to go to ask the guests how was everything. They don't want to go talk to the guests. They are just freaking out if the guest says something like, well, you know what, it was okay, but this and this, and now what you do? Well, so it was not perfect. Well, of course it's not perfect. Not always going to be perfect. Most of the time not going to be perfect. You should know what to say. You should know how to do. You should know how to react. So absolutely, you're doing an amazing job by that. Hey, Missy Ketchy, nice to see you. Gonzalo Ketchy's on the live stream. Haven't seen you in a while. How is everything? How is everything? The dive. I spent 3 months in Honolulu. Wow. Nice, man. I've been there. It's a nice place. Not my favorite place. I prefer Miami, but Honolulu was a lot of fun. And I had few years waiting experience already. Couldn't get a job back in the 90s. Yeah, Hawaii is a tough man. I used to work with Hawaiian people in Vegas. Is not listen. Stay on the continent. You got so many opportunities in America, man. You don't need to go to Hawaii or whatever. And listen, things are changing everywhere. In the 90s, they used to have waiters like waiting online outside. When I went to apply for a job at the Venetian, they were hiring 20 banquet waiters. 2,000 people show up. 2,000 people show up for those 20 positions. Now Vegas, people, there is not one application for a job posting, not one, especially not one with experience and knowledge. It's terrible right now. Carabo, I watch your videos, but I still get nervous. Thank you though, I will go watch it again. Listen, you will keep getting nervous. Let me just give you an example now. I'm a waiter with 30 years of experience, all right? And I got invited to a new job. And I wanted this job. I've been to this restaurant. I know they serve the top people, Hollywood stars, millionaires, billionaires, top of the world, all right? And they are making a lot of money. So I knew the restaurant. The F&B director called me. He's like, hey, what do you say? Let's talk. I want to give you the job, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, let's go. But it's a new job, completely different experience, completely different cuisine. I never worked in Austrian cuisine before. Completely different guest, you know, and you are nervous. I was nervous at the beginning because I had to learn so much, and the language, the German language. My German was not at all perfect, and I had problem with that. Those guests, they don't like that. They want German guy to come and serve them, not somebody with broken language. So it was really tough, and I was very nervous. But what it happened is I pushed myself. I said, you know what? I am going to concentrate 100%. I'm not going to make one single mistake, not on punching the food, not on taking the menu, not on talking to guests, not with anything. I'm not going to make mistakes, and I'm going to learn the food, and I'm going to learn the wine, and in 3 months, I will become a top waiter in this freaking restaurant that people have been working for 13 years. 30 years. One of the waiters was working 30 years in the restaurant. And I really pushed myself, and that's exactly what happened. It took me 3 months, 4 months, I don't know how long it took me, but I just really became this perfect waiter. I knew everything about the wine list. I knew everything about the menu. I knew everything about the procedures, and because I improved my German, I was able to do a little bit of small talk. Little bit by little bit, I was able to do a small talk, which is very, very important. Very, very, very important. And when you know the language, then it's really hard. But it broke the ice, and people that are visiting this restaurant frequently, they were coming and they were asking for me because they knew they're getting this top level service. All right. And yeah, that's what happens. You just learn, you get experience, your guests learn in get to know you, and then you get, with every other month, it's just getting much more easier, much more fluent, and everything's gonna be all right. Edris, thanks, bro. But in Uganda, I get jobs out over connections in most cases. It's possible, my friend, but still, even in Uganda, I'm pretty sure if you have the knowledge, if you have the education, the certificates, if you have a little bit of experience, and if you are able to present yourself, learn how to present yourself for real. This is 50% of the job, finding a job. To present yourself, no, from finding a job is 100%, but from having a life, this is a 50% of the stuff. To present yourself properly. So please learn that, and you will see everything will change. Everything will change. All right, guys, it's been 1 hour and 30 minutes, man. That's terrible. I have without coffee here, and good. Anyway, it's been amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you, Edris, Karabo, the Dive 55, Messi Kechi, thank you guys for stopping by and talking to me. The God of Wrestling, Mr. Pavan Narella. Shout out to all of you guys, and all of you that didn't write anything but watch the live stream. Appreciate you being here. Stay safe, stay healthy, work hard, make good money, enjoy life, and I will see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock Central European time. Wonderful. Today, I really enjoyed the live stream because so many people and such a nice conversation. Thank you guys. Really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Peace.